Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Legend Stadium for tonight's Delaware Sports Media presentation of Keith Henlopen Vikings Boys Lacrosse. I'm your host, Bob Uffelman. I'm joined in the Delaware Sports Media broadcast booth. Our cameraman is Ethan Jack. Ethan's actually on top the press box tonight in this cold and wind. We try to dress him up like Ralphie's little brother, but don't worry. If the camera stops moving, we'll go check on him. Our sideline photographer, as always, Jeff Trench. Our producer, Matt Morgan. And joining me on the call shortly, Ed Leonhardt, our color analyst. I didn't realize that Ed had a real job, Matt, but apparently he does. He will be here for the second period. It's Game 6 for the Vikings as they welcome the Broadneck Bruins out of Annapolis. The Bruins come in tonight with a 5-1 record. Their only loss was a 6-5 double overtime heartbreaker to South River last Friday. Broadneck was the Maryland State Tournament runner-up last year in the 4A division. That's their biggest division. Cape's game at Broadneck last year was a pitcher's duel. Halftime score was 1-1. Final score 6-3 Cape. This is a good team we're facing against tonight. They play some good lacrosse over there in Annapolis. And here we go. Mason taking the face-off. Brenner and Evan out there with him. The usual suspects elsewhere. Good ride. Mason having a... Ooh, watch it push. Oh, they're going to flag down. Flag down. They're going to get a slash. 1 minute slash. On number 9. 1 minute on this penalty. And here we go. Cape man down. Broadneck trying to get a little movement. They're spread out pretty far. Brooksy, Eric, Luke, and Jake at the long poles. Evan with the shorty out there. Pass up top. Shot. Gets deflected. Goes wide. And, ooh, they're going to give that to Broadneck. I thought Hutch ran that one down. Ball's back up top. No. Good D, Brooks. Even sides. Way to kill the penalty. Brooks behind the cage. Good D, Brooks. That shot goes wide. Broadneck bringing it in. Shot. Trenchy kicks it away. Broadneck maintains possession. Nice save, Mason. Hutch behind the cage. Up top. We got Hank in there playing some short stick D. Luke comes to help him. Nice, Luke. Got a piece of that. Ball's on the ground. Broadneck comes up with it. Back behind the cage. Now up top. Back to X. Hutch back there. Eric puts the ball on the ground. Nice check. Let's see who's got it. Hank comes up with it. Nice turnover. Back to Evan. Evan shots. Oh, they got to give him that, don't they? No, hit the post. My goodness. Keep it a good cross there, Eric. Good job. Burke taking it behind the cage. Kicks it over to Ryan. Up top to Braddock. Evans got a shorty. Man down, flag down. Cape's going to go man up. I think they got him on a cross check. Let's see.
Oysters on! 11 red, offsides, 30 seconds. 11 red, offsides, 30 seconds.
Not sure what that was. Offsides? It is. 30-second penalty. We're man up. I didn't realize they were offsides. Brenner with the ball. Grant. Hank back to Brenner. Oop, ball gets knocked down. Ryan comes up with that. Good hustle. Back to Grant. Good save. Big save by the Broadneck goalie. I think we're back to even. That ball goes out of bounds. Sun is behind us here. Going to play a little bit of factor when you're looking this way. Cape with the ball. 7:20. First period. No score. Devin. Spins right. Kicks it back to Ryan. Coming the other way. He's got a little space. Nope. Good switch. Draws a double. Brenner. Another save by the goalie. Broadneck goalie's pretty good. Long clearing pass. Cross midfield. Ball's on the ground. Mason Jack causes the turnover. Channing comes up with the ground ball. Gets it over to Grant. Burke's going to settle it down. Ryan back at X. Waiting for the offense to get back out there. He's going to come the other way. I think we've got Carter and AJ out there, along with Tanner at the middies. Tanner with the ball. Ryan starts to go left. Carter over to AJ. Ryan. Good job, AJ. He's got the ball. Back to Tanner. Carter's got a shorty. He comes left. Grant trying to turn the corner. Kicks it back to Ryan. Ryan, right, left, right. Takes a shot. Goldie gets a piece of it, but it's on the ground. Unsettled. Gets into the crease. Broadneck ball. Long clear. Eric comes up with the ground ball. Nice. He's looking for help. He's got Tanner. Big turnover. 4:42 left to go. I think that's a timeout on the field. Timeout Cape. They're going to talk this over. 4:42, first period, no score. This timeout being brought to you by One Call Services. Whether it's new home construction, remodeling, additions, decks and porches, even handyman services, One Call will show up when they say they will. You know, that can be rare in the home renovation market. And did you know that one of their areas of expertise is flooring? One Call has been in the flooring business for decades, specializing in the installation and finishing of hardwood floors. They can also refinish your existing wood floors. You can reach them at onecallservices.biz. That's onecallservices.biz. JV game being played over in Champions Stadium at the same time. If we get a score, we'll let you know. We're back in the big house, Legend Stadium. Our new lights will be coming on in about half an hour, I think. A 5:30 game can only mean one thing: concession stand dinner. Big thank you to our concession volunteers. I checked in at the stand on the way in, and it is too cold to make soufflés tonight. So no soufflés on the menu tonight. But I believe the raw bar is open. So check it out. All right, Kate coming back on the field. We're going to start the ball up top with Evan. Evan, Braddock, and Brenner in at midi. Back to Burke. Yep. Burke, left, right, left. Matt, I'm not sure which one it is, but one of these Broadneck defenders is committed to Harvard. Harvard number 10 in the nation in Division I right now. Burke's got a little space. Up top to Braddock. He's back to Evan. Evan. Looking right. Back up top to Braddock. Brenner. Makes a nice move to the left. He's got a little space. Evan and Brenner talk it over. Evan sets the pick. Back to Evan. He goes left. Nice move. He's got some space. Shot. Oh, hits the post again. Going to stay white ball. Good hustle by Grant. Grant with the ball. He comes left. Oop, spins right. Ball down. Ball's in the air. Unsettled. And Evan comes up with a big ground ball. Big play by Evan right there. We're going to try this again. Good defense we're up against. Matt, it reminds me of last year's game. Evan slips, loses the ball. Broadneck cross midfield. Long pole with it. He kicks it off, but it goes wide. Brooksy gets a piece of it, flings it up in the air. Jake comes up with it. Kicks it over to Luke. Back to Jake. 10-man ride we're up against. Take the shot. Take the shot. A lot of blue jerseys right there. He does take the shot. Oh, come on. Oh, we just missed. I think that was the goalie that got a piece of Grant on that. Just wide. .130 left to go, first period. No score. Carter. Over to Burke. He's back at X looking. Feeds up top. Oh, AJ had it for a second. Couldn't make it happen. Ball's on the ground. Nice job, Brenner. Picks up that ground ball. Minute to go. Ryan. He takes off. Feeds back. AJ. Nothing there. Over to Carter. Carter spins right. He takes a shot. Score! 29 seconds left to go first period. Carter breaks the ice. Finds the right-hand corner. 1-0 Cape. That's just good hustle on his part. Tonight's instant replay is sponsored by Monument Sotheby's International Realty, the Coastal Division. We'll be talking about them some more as the night goes on. But for right now, Mason back at the stripe. Channing and Evan on the wings with him. Ball gets kicked back. It's loose. Oh, the Fogo comes up with it. He takes a shot. It's wide. Nobody there to back it up. Mason Trench with the hustle. Eric brings it in. Evan's going to run it up. Gets the 10-man ride. Over to Luke. Nice catch, Luke. Gets it across midfield. Oh! That is the end of the first period. After one, Cape 1, Broadneck 0. That first period was brought to you in part by La Vida Hospitality Group. It's almost time for opening weekend at the Big Chill Surf Club on the beach just south of the Indian River Inlet. Opening weekend is April 18th to the 20th. There'll be a new menu for the year, plus on Sunday the 20th there'll be a special Easter menu. In Lewis, the Crooked Hammock has their live music scheduled up. This Saturday, it's Mama's Black Sheep. And if you're looking for an Easter brunch spot, the Crooked Hammock is accepting online reservations. You can find all the events and menus at LaVidaHospitality.com. Second period is going to be brought to you by Century Engineering. Our oldest sponsor is Century Engineering, and we thank them for their years of support. Now part of the Kleinfelder Group, Century Engineering offers a one-stop solution for all your company's engineering needs. And while Century is best known for highway design, they also have access to support from around the country in every engineering specialty. We're proud to call Century Engineering our friends and supporters. Well, Ed, what'd you think of that first period?
Well, it was great. It was great, actually. We, just like last time. It's like a pitcher's duel, right? I mean, good defense. We're getting ground balls. We can expect it to be a tough matchup here with the Broadneck guys. They came in at a top 25 National Public School.
Yes, I saw
top
that.
25, yeah.
They were 19th in the Mid-Atlantic, and 25th overall, according to USA Lacrosse Magazine. Laxnumbers.com is an online lacrosse indexing website. They have Broadneck ranked 23rd in the Mid-Atlantic, and Cape, 61st.
I know. I don't get it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get it. So this is one of those games, right? Where you make a name. You make a name for yourselves.
Here we go. Broadneck comes up. Channing was in on the face-off that time. Pass across the middle. Shot. Score. And just like that, we got a tie game.
Well, it started, Bob, with a face-off win. Really what happened there. Moved the ball, guys rotating. Positioned himself, a little jump shot, and that's the sunny side of the field there, Bob.
This Fogo for Broadneck's pretty good. Kicks it back, comes up with it. Mason's on him. Man down. Gets back up, still has the ball. Maybe there'll be a stick check here. Ball's on the ground. Brenner comes up with it. He's across midfield. At GLE. Back behind the goal. AJ. Back over to Evan. Evan going hard right. He got the space, takes a shot. Goalie stops it. Goalie's out of the cage.
Dangerous.
Getting harassed. He gets rid of it.
He was very fortunate.
Back to the goalie. He's walking it up. Got some space. Cross midfield. Brooksy in LSM. Brenner and Evan playing short stick. Broadneck getting their O on.
So we've been playing man the whole game?
We have been playing man the whole game. Yep. What happened there?
Nice play.
A little takeaway. Jake Hutch.
They brought a pole up to deal with Evan on the ride.
He's going to take the shot. Oh! Right idea, Jake.
Excellent.
The right idea just misses.
Yeah, they had a 10-man ride up, and they brought their best defender up to deal with Evan on clears.
Jake takes the 50-yarder, just goes a little wide. Brenner, he's got space. He takes a shot. Score!
Nice shot in the corner.
Woo! Brenner short. Finds the left-hand corner. 9:37 left to go. First half. 2-1 the count.
That started with a beautiful pick, Bob. If we got the replay here. It started by a beautiful pick here by Evan. And as a defender, you want to slip the picks. He didn't do a good job slipping the pick there. He got his hip caught on Evan and created a space. Great shot.
Look good on the Monument Sotheby's instant replay. Jake and Channing on the wings. Mason back at the stripe. Jake
Nice.
sneaks in there and steals that one. Kicks it
over.
over. Shot. Burke. Goalie stops it. Ball's on the ground. Channing comes up with the ground ball. Nice job, Channing. Kicks it back to Mason. Got a couple long poles out there playing some O. I like that.
Working the top.
Ryan going to take it back behind the cage. Going to come back this way. Tanner in. Over to Carter. Grant with the ball. Is that Braddock? Yes, it is. Carter. Tanner going the other way. Good D. Grant coming right. Goes left. He's got Tanner. Carter starts right, goes left. He's got space. He takes a shot. Bouncer goes high. Burke
That
there
stays.
to run it out.
Yep, that should stay. Yep.
Yep. It's going to stay white ball.
Did a nice job leaning into that lefty shot.
Mm-hmm. Burke spins right. Feeds into the middle. Shot!
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Nice save.
That had some English on it. I think it hit the ground and spun out.
There we
Ball's
go.
down. Ball's down. Jake Hutch comes up with the ground ball. Kicks it over to Ryan. Nice job, Jake. Carter. Feeds over to Evan.
They're going to try and get their long pole in. We got to step on them. Not sure if it's enough.
Evan coming right.
There's good recovery there.
Feeds into the middle. Misses. Broadneck with the ball.
He's going to carry it up.
Oh, he's going to turn. Burke runs him down. Back to the goalie. Long pass. Goes over player's head, and that's out of bounds. The 10-man causes problems. Eric bringing it in. He's got Grant. Grant to Evan. We're across midfield. Evan swims through a crowd. He's got space. Back up top to Brenner. He's got room. Braddock. Back to Burke.
That was good defense by that short stick. Not
Yeah, they did
not
good
biting.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I bought on it. Brenner coming right. Feeds back. Shot. Score! Evan Burris makes it 3-1. 6:07 left to go.
Well, I think we're moving the ball well on all facets right now. This is just Evan and Brenner just working
Yeah, a
things
little
up
two-man
top.
game, yeah.
A little two-man game, you know. Some special athletes up there.
Sure is. Jake and Channing on the wings. Mason back at the stripe. Broadneck ball. Ball's on the ground.
What do we got?
What we got here?
Timeout.
Timeout, Broadneck. 5:58 left to go, first half. 3-1 the count.
Our face-off guy has good wins and protects the ball well, but stick skills, you know?
He was in a crowd right there. This timeout brought to you by First State Orthopedics. If you need to know where to go to get the best orthopedic care, ask the experts. Lacrosse parents will direct you to First State Orthopedics. But sports medicine is not the only service they offer. With offices from Newark to Millsboro, First State Orthopedics offers care for the entire body, including hands, feet and ankles, shoulders, hips, spine, and pain management. First State Orthopedics, the only orthopedic group with the Delaware Sports Media Lacrosse Parents seal of approval. Timeout's also brought to you by Jack Lingo Realtors. Is there a bigger name in Rehoboth real estate than Jack Lingo Realtors? Whether you're buying or selling a home, looking for a year-round rental or a summer fun place, or you have commercial real estate needs, Jack Lingo is your Sussex County connection. If you're a real estate investor or looking for that first investment opportunity, be sure to discuss your portfolio with the experts at Jack Lingo Asset Management. Jack Lingo Realtors. All right, Broadneck ball. Sides are even. Like so, we're going to run a little zone here, Ed.
Yeah, it's about time. I think it's not a bad thing.
That might surprise them a little bit.
Yeah, I think we want to mix it up a little bit. They got three shooters, I think 18, 23, 27. Decent shooters from the outside. I believe 18 is probably their main dodger. But number 9 back and back is a distributor. So yeah, they're a little bit not sure what to do with this. Moving the ball out. Now, one thing about the zone is it is the not a time to be lazy. You're on high alert.
You guys see everything coming your way.
Moving 3 guys into the box here. Good pickup. Good pickup, Mason Jack. That was a great pickup. Nice job.
Good job. Jake trying to chase him down.
Okay, recover, Jake.
Hank and Channing, the short poles. Somebody's got to pick him up. There you go, Hank. There you go, Hank.
We're pressing that a little bit.
Channing and Luke on this side.
Okay, drop
Hank
back
and Mason on the other. Eric and Jake in the middle.
Good job. Luke went to the goal line extended. Jake came up. Drop back in.
Back behind the cage.
There it is.
Oh, there you
Got a
go.
piece.
Good job, Jake. Got a piece of that. Shot. Bouncer goes high.
That's
Trenchy ball.
Excellent.
There we go.
That's goalie ball.
White ball.
How about that?
Good defense. Way to run that zone, boys.
Yes, that was excellent. And Jake making turnovers, even when
Wow.
he doesn't know it.
Where's that? Oh.
It's in the goal.
Oh, no. Shooting against that 10-man ride. This time from about 60 yards out, Hank just misses. That's all right, though. Ryan Morgan hustles back to pick it up. Going to stay Cape ball.
There's the turn.
Oh, good stop by the goalie, or was that the post?
I believe it was the goalie. Yeah.
Goalie with the ball.
Ooh, he threw that right in the sun.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Now we're on the 10-man ride.
Yep.
We're 10-manning.
Cross midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we do here. Looks like we're back to man. Mixing it up a little bit on him, Ed.
I love it.
Or maybe we're not. I can't tell here. Yeah.
it's-
Yeah,
that-
we're a
it's,
man.
It's kind of a matchup zone, Bob. So you have to give it a minute.
Yeah.
I think a little bit. You know. So I think the.
Oh, ball's down.
Oh.
Braddock gets a piece of him.
All right, settle back in. Good job, Braddock.
Brooksy in at LSM. Braddock and Brenner, the short stick Ds.
You're right. They just switched to man right now. They're manning up. Yep.
Braddock, good job.
I like Braddock being physical there.
Yep. Ball's up top.
It made number 7 a little apprehensive to dodge, didn't it?
Yep.
Nice push. Good timing on his push.
Broadneck being patient. Give him credit there.
Up in that sun.
In the sun, and it goes out of bounds. 1:09 left. First half. Braddock with the ball. Kicks it back. Shot.
Another stop.
That is the second one. We're going to have to take a look at these on the replay at halftime. I mean, that looked to me like it hit the ground and spun out.
We got a great job by Brenner Short being quick with the restart to give us an advantage on the offensive side of the field there. That was a smart play.
Timeout. Timeout on the field. Broadneck had to call that one. 41 seconds left to go. First half, 3-1 the score. This timeout brought to you by the Trident Training Club. You know, many of our Cape players spent this offseason training at Trident, and the results speak for themselves. But Trident Training Club isn't just for young athletes. They have classes throughout the day for adults who are looking for something a little different than the common gym experience. Be sure to follow them on Instagram at Trident Lewis. You'll see what it's all about. New classes were just added on Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30. So when you're ready for something a little bit better, visit TridentLewis.com. Nice defensive work right there at the end.
I love the mixture. I love the mixture and off making the attack off balanced. Get them off balance, get them uncomfortable. Really do love that about the switching in and out. Seems like we're communicating really well. It's really a distinct movement towards man-to-man. So I think everybody was on the same page and so forth. So it's really nice to see.
I agree.
If we had a shot clock, I think the zone would have done that.
Yeah, you're right.
If we had
You're
a
right.
shot
If
clock,
we played shot clock here in Delaware,
we would have had them.
you would have heard a buzzer.
Yep.
It'd have been going the other way, or they would have had to take a crazy shot.
They were really struggling to figure out what we were doing there. So it's good to see it working for us. I think they're overall, like I said, we've been handling the ball really well.
Okay, let's see what we got going on here.
Looks like we're zoning up again, a little matchup zone. At least setting up for it.
.30 seconds left to go in the half. Broadneck trying to get the last shot of the half off. Hank on D. Back behind the cage.
A little bit concerned about up top.
6 seconds. Here comes a shot from way back. Yeah, Mason saw that a mile away. That is the end of the half. Your score, Cape 3, Broadneck 1. The halftime show being brought to you by Raymond E. Williams Plumbing. Everyone needs a plumber in their contacts list. Make sure yours is Raymond E. Williams Plumbing. Faucets, toilets, water heaters, tankless units, water and sewer lines, Williams Plumbing has you covered. They also offer commercial plumbing services for your business, offices, and condos that includes planned maintenance, backflow prevention, underground services, and emergency plumbing services. You can reach them at 302-536-1881, Raymond E. Williams Plumbing. Halftime also brought to you by Eric Blondin Insurance. Eric Blondin Insurance is your State Farm connection. Check out Eric's website, surfsidecoverage.com, for your auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, and health insurance needs. Besides insurance, Eric also offers financial services like banking, mutual funds, and annuities. You can get quotes, file claims, or get assistance 24/7 at surfsidecoverage.com. Like a good neighbor, Eric Blondin Insurance is there. We'll be back for the second half in just a minute. And we're back for the second half. 3-1 the count. Mason taking the face-off. Hutch and Evan with him.
Nice job.
Where's that going? Still in play. Got to get through some bodies there. Ball goes out of bounds. No, stays in.
Pushing it back, maybe? Oh,
Now it's
no
on the
call.
ground.
No call.
Good hustle, Luke.
Letting them play. It was a nice job by Mason Jack making that a
Yeah,
ground ball
yeah,
situation.
Exactly.
Come on to the refs.
Broadneck with the ball. Evan and Brenner with the short sticks. Mason at LSM. Eric, good D. Ball going left. Luke stays with him. Coming the other way.
There
That
we
misses.
go. Nice job, Jake.
Over and back.
That's an active stick on the offensive guy's hands that creates that turnover.
Hutch with another calls turnover. Evan up top of the ball. They give him a little space. He goes right. Kicks it back to Ryan. Shot. Oh, just misses.
Yeah,
It's going to be white ball. Good hustle. Burke Healy.
He drew the slide, and there was no second slide to Ryan.
Grant comes left. Nice move. Over to Evan. Burke behind the cage. Comes right. Draws a double. Braddock. Heading right. Comes left. Right again. Ryan, he's going to come left. And Brenner's going to go right. Nothing there, so he's going to send it back up top to Evan. Ryan into the middle. Pass misses. Going to go out of bounds. Going to be red ball.
Yeah, I think that window just kind of closed up on us.
Yep.
They're trying to get the ball to Braddock in the middle. Tight window.
Yeah, especially against a good defense like this. Pass goes towards the goal.
I believe that was a shot attempt.
I think that was a shot. Mason was out of the cage.
Great.
But he ran it down.
And he covered the goal.
Cape ball.
He had it covered if it came near the goal.
He did.
Let's move it back.
Trenchy walking it up. Oh, nice look. Ryan Morgan.
Good job. Goalie running backwards there. Almost stumbled and fell.
Evan Tanner and AJ. In at midi. AJ starts right, goes left, spins right, gets picked up. That LSM, number 6, is the player I was talking about going to Harvard. Shaw, the last name. Shot! Misses. Grant there to run it out. Here we go. Ryan.
Go.
Passes. Shot. Misses.
Nice look.
It's going to stay white ball.
Yeah, the boys are battling the elements today.
Sun, wind.
Sun and wind.
A little chilly, too. Some credit to our crowd. Good crowd, considering. Pass across the middle. Misses. Tanner tries to run it down. Going to go out of bounds. Back to Broadneck. Cross midfield. Tanner out there playing some D-midi. Hank and Tanner in with the short sticks. Mason at LSM. Tanner's going to get a ride. Here comes Channing.
Good job, boys.
Good hustle, Channing.
Yeah, it was good. They went to a 2-1 zone, 2-1-2 zone until their other short stick D midi got on the field. Well done. It was like Mason Jack was communicating some of that.
Mm-hmm. Pass in the middle, misses. Stays in. Hutch has it for a second. Going to stay red ball. 6:24, third period. 3-1 the count. Pass into the middle.
Nice second slide
Good
there.
job.
Way to go, Eric. Nice second slide by Eric Uffelman.
They're going to call a hold somewhere in there.
It's not a penalty, but it was definitely not the right direction. He was holding.
Yeah. Our player's stick was being held.
Good job, Channing, keeping them in the alley. Good job, Luke, slipping the pick. That was great. Good work.
Ball back behind the cage. Shot goes wide. Going to stay red ball.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with switching right here.
Yep, that was a good call.
Yeah. Why leave a guy at X? Good switch.
Luke on D. Good job, Luke.
Gotta have help.
Where's the help?
No slide there.
Score by Broadneck. 4:34 left to go third period. 3-2 the count.
Yeah, he was just able to turn the corner. No slide on that one. Kind of left the short stick D midi out there a bit. You know, I guess you know, one thing to be said about defense, Bob, is how you never really get beat. It's one of those deals where either your approach was bad or you didn't manage the space properly between you and the other guy.
There you go.
know? So he got, I believe Channing got a little bit too close to him, and he was able to turn the corner with a little extra burst.
Evan comes up with the ground ball in the face-off. Over to Burke. Grant. Back behind the cage. Ryan going left.
We had the Fogo stuck on defense here.
Shot. Ooh, that missed. Burke Going to bring it in.
We're up a man.
Shot, score! Wow. What a nice look. Burke Healy. And he finds Ryan Morgan for the score.
Yeah, we caught him a man down there. Fogo runs off. Their short stick D middy's not there, and they're one guy short. And Burke finds the open guy, Ryan Morgan, who just took a heavy check after he shot the previous time.
Right.
Gets up like a tough guy. Does his cut and scores the goal.
Didn't have a huge amount of space there to make that, but they pulled it off. Channing at the stripe. Hutch and Evan.
Oh, he's difficult to move off the ball, that Fogo.
Yeah, he is. Replay was brought to you by Sotheby's International Realty. Jake takes one to the head. Or Evan, rather. Evan takes one to the head. What are they saying here?
What do we got?
I think it's going to be white ball. I think Brooksy pushed him out of Browns, I'm pretty sure.
That was a little bit of a shove fest over there.
Yeah, it got a little ugly, but that's okay.
Ugly works.
Evan, into the middle. Mrs. Burke.
Nice check.
Red with the ball.
A lot of butt into
Oh,
that
there you
stick.
go. Good job. Stay with him. Stay with him. Grant.
Excellent.
Grant causes the turnover and gets the ground ball.
Nice body check by Brenner. Good teamwork. I tell you, that pole had a lot of the butt end of his stick sticking out there just for hacking.
Yep.
You know, nice job by Grant.
Brenner rolls one over so he doesn't have to put it up in the sun. That's good thinking. Ryan, come the other way. Braddock. Comes left. Spins right. Back behind the cage. He's looking.
Yeah, he's overplaying Braddock's right hand.
Back to Brenner. Brenner coming right. They leave a little bit of space there. I thought Burke was going to take that one. AJ. Ryan goes right. Back to Braddock. Burke. Getting some space. Braddock sets the pick. Brenner. Spins right. Looking. Nothing there. Back to Brenner up top.
They're giving him a lot of a left. Brenner can shoot with his left hand.
Brenner can shoot with his left.
This number 27 really overplays the right hand.
Back to Ryan. He's going to back it up and clear some space. He comes left. Shot. Score! Ryan Morgan with his second on the night.
Well, we mentioned number 27 likes to overplay the right hand. That time he was covering a lefty. Jab step by Ryan. Here we go on replay. Jab step to the right. He goes hard right. Boom. Opens up left. Ryan Morgan doesn't need much room.
No, he didn't have one. Another Monument Sotheby's International Realty Coastal Division replay. Ground ball. Mason, nice check. It's a dogfight. Red comes up with it. Oh, ball's down. What do we got here?
A timeout for, I believe it was Broadneck timeout.
Broadneck timeout. 1:11 left to go. Third period. 5-2 the score. This timeout's brought to you by Quality Care Homes of Delaware. I know you don't believe me, but trust me, it is that time of year to start thinking about living outside. Quality Care Homes of Delaware is your custom porch, deck, design, construction experts. Whether it's a serene retreat or an entertainment hub, Quality Care Homes has the expertise to make it happen. Check out their gallery at qualitycarehomesde.com. You'll see some great kitchen and bath improvements while you're there. You'll be inspired to make your home picture perfect. qualitycarehomesde.com.
Got a quick JV score update. It's Cape Henlopen 5 and Broadneck 3.
Ooh, very similar outcome there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, the programs,
Yeah.
yeah, they're both solid public school programs with this solid history of teaching the game of lacrosse. So you would expect it to be within the program, a solid program, through and through.
These kids on both sides of the ball start playing young.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Broadneck. Channing and Hank. I think we're in a zone here, Ed.
Yeah, we're back to our matchup.
Stay with him, stay with him.
Where's
There
Hank?
you go. Good.
Yeah. I think the coaches spent some time talking about this.
Feed into the middle. It
Yeah.
bounces. Ball's down. Who's got it? Hank. Hank's got it. And he feeds it over to Trenchy. Up to Jake.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left to go. Third period. Nice clearing past to Channing. 25.
Short time, boys.
There we go. Evan with the ball. He's charging hard. He gets the touch.
10 seconds
Here
left.
comes Burke. Take the shot, Burke. There we go. Ooh, and it just
Almost.
misses. And that's going to be end of the third period. After 3, Cape 5, Broadneck 2. This fourth period is going to be brought to you by Benchmark Physical Therapy. Benchmark Physical Therapy prides itself on its one-to-one patient care, and that was certainly the experience that we had. Besides sports injury management, Benchmark also offers care for pre- and post-op joint replacement, pelvic health, vestibular health, including concussion protocol, even TMJ. Along with manual therapy, Benchmark also offers services such as dry needling and blood flow restriction. And they offer all those services within 48 hours of your call. You can find them at benchmarkpt.com. That's benchmarkpt.com. Ed, about what we expected here, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks a lot like last year.
Yeah.
With the score and what's taken place. Like I said earlier at halftime, it's not quite as physical as I think we had last year. But you know, if anybody's prepared for the weather, I think it's our Cape players being out at Hudson Field with the winds like we have here.
This is a Hudson Field day right here.
This is our spring day at Hudson Field, Bob.
It's as good as it got.
I always remember those rookie dads walking out there and
T-shirt,
Sure.
like they got off the golf course.
flip flops, and I'm like, these guys obviously are rookie dads. Oh my!
I still have a big box I carry around with me full of cold weather gear from all those years up there.
It was different weather. You know, it'd be sunny and 70 at the house, cold and 40 at Hudson Field with a 30-mile-an-hour wind. All right.
We're going to have to go get Ethan after this and carry him down. Mason at the stripe.
Oh, nice job pulling the ball.
Nice job kicking
Yeah.
it back there. Hutch.
That was a good adjustment by their face-off guy.
Luke on D. Evan. Good defense.
Good job, Jake.
There we go. Good job, Mason Jack.
Nice recovery.
Up top. There we go. Nice double team, Luke.
I think we switched. No, we're still playing man.
We're still playing man. Yep.
Yeah. We're a little loose on the back line there. We're hedging a little bit too much on our second slide, I think, earlier.
A couple of the Broadneck middies are committed. Oh, Brenner! And I didn't see flags on that, but flags flying nonetheless. That looks like it's going to be, what are we going to call that, a illegal body check?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, they're trying to make the game a lot safer for the kids, and I guess with his, whether he had his head down or not, or had possession of the ball.
White, illegal body check to the head, 1 minute, locked in. 17 White, illegal body check to the head, 1 minute, locked in.
To the head.
Yeah.
All right, so that one's locked in.
Break down and get a little lower. Brenner's
Yeah,
a tall guy.
Yeah, Brenner is a tall guy. It's going to
Yeah.
be tough for him to get low enough.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Going to start off the ball behind the cage. Cape's going to be man down for a full minute. 10:21 left to go. Fourth period.
Had a tough time tracking that ball from 23 to 27. Good job.
Skip pass. Shot. Trenchy!
Excellent.
Big save, Mason Trench. He's got Mason Jack. Spin move. Oh, ball's down. Evan comes up with it.
Could be a good
Ball's
time.
back on the ground.
Been a good time for a timeout then.
We need to get back. Everybody needs to get back and recover.
2, 1. We should be even here.
We are even. Here comes Hank. Way to kill that penalty, boys.
It's a great save by Trenchy.
That was a big save. Shot. Trenchy again. There we go. Flags are down. Not letting them play. We're going to go man down again.
So we're going to have another conversation about this. Typically, if the man is on the ground and has a stick up, you're still allowed to hit the stick, is what I understand. But the man in the...
Are they going to get Mason for this one?
9 White with a slash, 1 minute. 9 White
A
with a
hold.
slash.
Okay, 30 seconds.
1 minute.
Not allowed to lay on
Oh,
the guy.
wait. He also...
9 White, 1 minute. 9 White, 1 minute.
All right, so that's going to be a 1 minute penalty. Not locked in, but
Oh, it says 1.5 minutes.
are they giving him 2?
Gave
A
him
hold
2.
and...
Oh, they reset the clock. They corrected it.
okay.
Okay. Yep. Ooh, watch the cutter.
There you go, Eric.
Beautiful. They're going to call the push.
Yeah, they're going to give that back to Red. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Kill some clock, though.
Right now, that's what it's all about.
Pass into the middle. Shot. Goes wide.
Good job, Trent. You getting a piece of that. Yeah, that one shot, they tried to go 5-hole. He had the whereabouts to stop it behind him from crossing the line. Squeak through, was rolling. Trenchy turns around and stops the ball.
Even. Sides are even. Great job, defense.
Excellent.
Another penalty killed. Here comes the shot. Goes high. They're going to give it to Red. 7:32 left to go in the game. 5-2 the count. Ball's been down on the defensive end here for quite some time. We need to get it down the other end.
Nice job.
Good job, Luke.
Excellent.
Stay with him, Brooks. There you go. Into the middle. Oh, the bouncer finds the back of the net.
That looked like a bit of a change-up. On
That was a change-up. That was not the strongest shot we're going to see today. 5-3 to count. Just over 7 minutes left to go in the game.
Looks like we did a pseudo slide there. Brooks was on his guy, and then we didn't get the recovery back to the middle there.
Let's see what we got going on here. Hutch is going to take the wing. Brenner along with him. Mason at the stripe. Gets kicked back. Their LSM has it. Back to the goalie. He's walking it up.
Yeah, our guys on the wings are going to have to be more aggressive if he's going to be pulling the ball like that.
Mm-hmm. Into the middle. Hank on D. Brenner, the other short stick D midi. Mason in at LSM. I think I was saying earlier, Ed, some of these middies from Broadneck have committed. I saw one going to, almost got that one. Passing to the middle, misses.
Nice recovery, Eric. Well done, boys.
Hank, looking for somebody, looking. Luke with a long pass. He's taking a shot. Doesn't get there. Hutch on D. Puts the ball on the ground.
That's coming out again.
It's out. Hutch pooches it.
That's got to be Cape ball.
And it's Cape ball. Here comes Brenner.
Roll out of that. Nice job, Brenner. Like third time was a charm there for...
Another shot on goal! And just over top of it. Oh, man. Good take, Hank.
We just need to slide that goal over about 4 yards, and Hank has got 2 goals.
All right. Let's settle it down here. Let's give our defense a little break. Take some time, move it around. Nobody's in a hurry out here. Braddock, Brenner, Evan. Ryan runs it up top. He's got a shorty and some space. He goes hard left, spins right. Comes left again. Grant pulls it out of there. Brenner coming left. Goes right again. Braddock. Burke. He's going to take it back to X. Nice move, Burke. That was slick. Shot. Score! Burke Haley makes it 6-3 Cape. 3:51 left to go in the game.
I like establishing this 3-goal lead, but
I'm with you on that, Ed. That was a slick move.
it looks like Burke just brought him out. He drew him out, and he wasn't managing his space.
Yeah.
And Burke's speed is just too much for him. He was overplaying him to his left side, which was a little odd. I think he must have assumed that a pick was coming from the left, but Burke's strong hand is his right.
Monument Sotheby's International Realty Coastal Division instant replay. All right. Hutch and Channing on the wings. Mason back at the stripe with a long pole. Trying to make a ground ball out of it. Red comes up with it. That bouncer goes wide. They're going to maintain possession, though. Hutch on D. .330 left to go in the game. I keep trying to talk about their middies going to Salisbury and Christopher Newport, which must have been an interesting weekend given those two teams just played. Here comes a shot. Trenchy there to eat it up. Long clearing pass. Somebody's got to run that down. Red comes up with it.
Yeah, again, not much sauce on that shot there, Bob.
No, that could have been a change-up as well. Channing and Hank, along with Mason, are your D middies. .230 left to go in the game. 6-3 to count. Good job, Channing. Broadneck not quite playing with the sense of urgency I would expect at this point in the game. 3 goals down and 2 minutes left to go. Pass into the middle. Misses. Channing comes up with the ground ball. Good hustle. Burke. Ball's on the ground. Goes out of bounds.
It's white ball.
Cape's going to bring it in.
That was a nice check by the defender. This is a mismatch.
Shot. Ooh. Nice stop by the goalie. High to high didn't work. Pass in the middle of the field. Ball's on the ground. Here comes the ride. Lots of white jerseys. There you go. Nice job, Evan. Oh, Burke goes up tall.
To Evan?
Evan with the left hand. Shot and score. 1:18 left to go in the game. 7-3 Cape. Evan Burris with the score.
To score on the left-handed goalie, you got to shoot left-handed, apparently. This is all created by Burke. His athletic play right there. We've been waiting for him to get one of those. Right over to Evan. Slides down. Moves it to the left.
That's
shoots
nice.
and score. Goalie's had a great game. Not been easy getting them by him.
All right, what do we got going on here? I think we're going with the triple Lindy. 3 long poles on the face-off.
Face-off guy's probably going for the clamp and to pull it back out. Oh, he's trying to do a dump and run.
Hutch on D.
Okay, stay in front of him.
They pull it out of there. Just over him. Oh, timeout on the field. 1:07 left to go. Who called timeout on that one? Broadneck with the timeout. This timeout being brought to you by Coastal Towing. Coastal Towing has been a long-time sponsor of Cape Lacrosse. They offer 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. That's right. They'll bring you gas if you run out, they'll fix your flat tire, or they'll jumpstart your car. They also offer lockout services for those times when you can't even get in your car. And of course, they offer comprehensive repair and maintenance for any car or truck. Give them a call, 302-645-6300, and make sure your family has that number available in case of emergency. Coastal Towing.
Well, we got a 7-3 ball game, excuse me. And I tell you, it doesn't seem to that Broadneck has the gusto that they had last year a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, they're a little flat. I think you're right.
Yeah.
They've got a big game coming up Friday, Severna Park.
Oh, that is a big one for them.
That is a big one.
Local.
They might be looking past us a little bit, thinking more about that game.
That is a local rival for them.
That's right. We're going to be at Dover about 24 hours from now. The Vikings visiting the Senators, 7 o'clock game. We're back home again Friday versus Milford, another 7 o'clock game. Friday's game is the Scott Brosey night. We remember Scott, who played lacrosse here at Cape. Good job, Eric. Channing with the ground ball. Stays in.
Good job staying in bounds, Channing.
Timeout, Cape.
Timeout, Cape. Well,
I was talking with the AD. They might move Friday's game.
What?
Weather. Well, it's supposed to be bad weather.
All right, so you're hearing it here first. Matt Morgan saying it's possible that Friday night game will be rescheduled. Keep an eye on the sky, and we'll see what happens.
For the celebration of Scott Brosey, we want to make sure there's good weather.
We do want to have it for good weather for Scott Brosey night. Scott played lacrosse here at Cape. He played at Del Tech and Wesley, and on the Starboard team. I got a feeling that was fun. We host this event every year. It's a fundraiser. There's a memorial scholarship in Scott's name where we raise money through the course of that game. Scholarship awarded to a Cape senior every year.
well, there's no 2-point line, Bob.
There is no 2-point line at the high school level here, Ed. You're right.
Yeah, it's going to be real difficult for them. 41 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, this is a big win for the Vikings. We needed this one.
I agree. And this is the trio of games that we were looking at, right? This is the protect our house game. And,
Yep.
Really, you can see a bit more confidence, I think. After the third quarter that we had against Caesar Rodney, playing with a little bit more composure here. I just think we're definitely heading in the right direction. And just got to keep improving despite the schedules.
Evan takes it behind the cage. We're right around the 30-second mark.
And they pulled their goalie.
Yeah.
We got
Evan.
open net score. Considering how many bars and posts
Evan
and
Burns with the score.
crossbars that Evan has hit, he deserves an open net.
He does. He does.
He is setting the record for post and crossbars. He deserves an open net. So he just double teaming Evan is not easy. Covering Evan is not easy.
No, that would not be fun.
Triple teaming Evan, you got a chance. You've seen what Evan can do on clears. So you certainly open net, 2 defenders, he can split them.
Bryson out to take the face off. He's got Tyler and Brooksy with him. Stay with him, boys. Oh, that pass almost splits the uprights.
So they gave that a shot.
They're
going to
say that's a shot, yeah.
Yep.
That one goes high.
Good job, Luke, keeping a stick in the hands there.
Clock.
The buzzer rings. We'll see if the referees allow the game to end. And they do. Your final. Cape 8, Broadneck 3. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at Dover High School. We'll see you then.